Hello and welcome back to my house renovation. So it's day 3 now on Sunday and it's back to wallpaper stripping. Yesterday we didn't make a huge amount of progress and I found out that the steam stripper, it just can't penetrate very well through the paint that's on top of the wallpaper. So today I'm going to be trying out a couple of methods. The first method is some paint remover. I bought this from B&Q and hopefully I'm going to try smearing it over and seeing if we can at least get the paint off. If the paint comes off nice and easily, then what we'll be able to do is get the steam stripper back in and that can remove the actual wallpaper. The next option is some chemical wallpaper stripper. I've mixed this currently in, what was it? 1 to 32 as the instructions said. So I'm going to spray that on and see if that manages to get through the paint any better than just the steam. So it's now been about 20 minutes since I applied the wallpaper stripper and the paint remover. And as you can see, I've had a go at removing some of the paper and it actually turns out that the wallpaper stripper does a really good job. It does seem that it takes off most of the edge and sometimes you get a nice peel and you get the whole square off, but this is a lot quicker than using the steam stripper. Also, the paint thinner has worked and as you can see it has removed the paint, but that hasn't actually helped me remove any of the wallpaper. So what I'm going to do is go back to the wallpaper remover and go around the whole room and spray it. It appears to be the longer you leave it to soak, the better it becomes. So it's now getting towards the end of Sunday and I'll show you what I've been up to today. The first thing you might notice is that all the walls have been stripped. I managed to find out that using just a lot of the wallpaper, the watered down wallpaper stripper works really well. Get it nice and damp and then it comes off in really big strips. So I've managed to strip the rest of that wall as well as the back wall. The other thing I've managed to do is some work on the wall with the window. You might remember at the start I said that someone had come in and plastered it but had never actually gone back and painted it. And there was also a big crack all the way along the top. Well, I was doing some investigation of that crack and I ended up actually just ripping out the whole of the crack. Turns out that all the plaster that was meant to be attached to this beam here wasn't attached at all and was being held up by slotting in just above the window. So I had to rip all that out. So that's going to be a fairly major plaster job to do. As well as that, I've ripped out the air vent and I'm going to switch that out for either a new one or I might actually block it up depending on regulations. So that's going to be it for today. I think I've probably ended up making more work for myself than I needed to, but in the end it's going to look a lot better. I've also decided that I'm going to end up skimming all of the walls and the roof in this room and probably every other room. So I'm going to have to learn how to do plastering, which will be a cool skill to learn, but hopefully I can learn it quickly because there's a lot of skimming to do. So thank you for watching this. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos in this series. And see you next time for more house renovation.